Good morning, Midlothian. I'm your host, Erin, and today co-hosting with me is Houston. We have a spectacular show for you today. Houston and I are going to show you how to kick off your holidays and make it a blast. But first, let's talk about how these pumps are getting hot at the gas station.
As we said, the holidays are approaching, and it's the best time to go on your family vacation because gas prices are cheaper and lower than they've been. The gas has dropped below $3 a gallon. And since we're talking about wheels, St. Christopher, only a few blocks away on 147th, are selling Christmas trees for a great deal. They are family owned and they've been there for quite some years now. Make sure you pick out the best one fits for you perfectly.
I would have never known where to get my Christmas tree if it wasn't for you, Houston. Thanks. By the way, I'm loving your Santa hat. It's almost as better than mine.
Oh, thank you, Erin. You also know what I'm also good at better than you?
What else are you better at?
Making a gingerbread house.
Doesn't that seem kind of hard?
No, it's quite easy. Here, that's what it looks like.
Let me take a look at that. I don't think that's as easy as you think.
No, Erin, it's quite easy. It's really easy, and I'll show you how to make it.
Well, before we cut to break, do you want to hear a joke?
Sure.
What do elves learn in school?
No, what?
The alphabet.
Good one, Erin.
Well, we'll be right back later in our show. We have some awesome plans for you on how to make a gingerbread house.
In communications, arts, and technologies, we learn about the importance of lighting in the media. Quiet on the set. Amazing scene, take 34, and action.
Hello, if you're looking for a movie that will make the hairs on your head stand up with chills, the new sci-fi thriller Dark Skies could do the trick. Kerry Russell and Josh Hamilton star in this spine-tingler as wife and husband Daniel and Lucy Barrett, who live through a series of supernatural events within the family and
Cut. That lighting is horrible. We're gonna need to reshoot this. Quiet on the set. Amazing scene, take 35, and action.
If you're looking for a movie that will make the hairs on your head stand with chills, the new sci-fi thriller Dark Skies could do the trick. Kerry Russell and Josh Hamilton star in this spine-tingler as wife and husband Daniel and Lucy Barrett, who live through a series of supernatural events within the family and neighborhood. It then becomes apparent that these lethal, horrifying forces are targeting them and will stop at nothing.
And I'm here with Houston, and he's going to teach us how to make the best gingerbread house you can.
Well, we're going to make a gingerbread house. The ingredients you need would be a pre-made gingerbread. You can get this at Target. Icing, a butter knife, and best thing of all, it comes with candy and ice and frosting as well. Well, first you're going to need is get a butter knife. And as you get your butter knife, you're going to get the icing, and you're going to lather the frosting on the pan.
Houston, does it matter what type of icing you use?
Not at all. You can use frosting and then also the icing that they gave with you. But I use this icing for when you put the houses together. I just use frosting because it's easy and it sticks.
And then, is there any reason why you chose the aluminum pan?
Oh, yeah. The reason why I chose it because the aluminum fan is firmer and it won't wobble or fall apart. And after you've done all of that, you will get your first house. It will be the peak. You will put that on the bottom and on the sides where you put your walls. You mind holding this?
Sure.
Once it sticks there, you hold that for about 7 minutes. And then once it sticks and stays, you're going to get one of your walls. You want to try?
No, go ahead.
After you do that, you get on the one side it's going to stick to. And then once you get both sides of the wall, put that together. As I said, hold for 7 minutes or so. Once you feel like it's sticked or stayed, you're going to start on and continue with that step on putting on both sides for your wall.
Now, when you decorate, do you have to wait until it's dry, or can
Yeah.
you still decorate when it's wet?
I prefer, when I do it with my family, to wait when it dries because you never know if it's going to stick or fall or not.
Yeah, you have a good point.
And so then this is going to be your back piece. And then you will put the same as you did for the front, frosting on the bottom, frosting on the sides. And then once you feel that it's done, stick it together, hold for 7 minutes or so, And then it's time for your roof. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky and a little bit difficult. But
Why? Why do you say that's difficult?
well, because it's going to be on a slant and an angle, and so you need to get the frosting perfectly and just right so it can stay and hold.
Now, can you use super glue instead of frosting?
I prefer if you use frosting since it's supposed to be an edible treat, but if you're serious and want to show it off, I guess you can use. See, I didn't put enough on the spot I needed, so I need to get some more of the icing and put it on where it should stick. Once that stays, it's time for your other wall. Your other ceiling, I meant to say. Once that's done, it sticks together. And then if you want or needed to, you can use this icing, and it can hold and stick together for all the cracks that you want to seal. And once you're done,
And then does more icing need to be filled right there?
if you wanted to. But you just have to be careful, as I said. This is the most difficult part.
That's where you decorate it, right?
Yep, where you decorate it. And then once that's done, you can pull out from. Your house should be made just like this and continue with the same process.
So that's all, Houston?
That is all. It's pretty easy. As I
Okay.
said.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks, Midlothian, for watching, and thanks my co-host, Houston. See you next time. Make sure you check us out at bdtv22.net for additional content. For Houston, I'm Erin.